Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest one-shot. You'll notice I'm playing this off of cartridge today. This is specifically off of the Mega SG, a high-definition Sega Genesis that really makes the games look absolutely gorgeous. And today we're playing a classic game, although perhaps not the most well-known version of this game. Let's start the cartridge up, shall we? It's a Tengen release, and I'm sure many TurboGrafx users are wondering why the hell I'm not playing the version on there. This is Dragon's Fury, known on the TurboGrafx as Devil's Crush, and on the Japanese Mega Drive as Devil Crash MD. For the US Sega Genesis version, the game was ever so slightly censored. You'll notice the stars on either side of the table. They're supposed to be pentagrams. But for the most part, it's a very similar game to the TurboGrafx game. Let's get this show on the road, because I mean this is a game right here, man. If you like video pinball, you owe it to yourself. Absolutely owe it to yourself to play this one. I'm just adjusting the controls, cause I do like to keep myself from accidentally hitting any buttons that I don't want to. So I tend not to involve the B button too much, as you can see. Anyway, let's drop a ball in, shall we? Another thing TurboGrafx users will tell you, and honestly I agree, the music isn't quite as good. It's no secret that the Genesis music wasn't quite up to par when compared to the TurboGrafx. And when you see games like this, it really shines through just how. And I suck at pinball, y'all. I'm gonna say it right up front. I suck at this fucking game, but I enjoy it nonetheless. You know, it's a fun one. But like I was saying, when you have games that appear on both the TurboGrafx and the Genesis, the first thing that'll probably come to mind is just how much better the music is on the Turbo. The graphics may sometimes be better on the Genesis in terms of sprite size and the like, but the colors on the Turbo are also much richer. Oh God, I'm stinking up the joint today. And it's a shame too, because there's just lots of stuff that goes on in this game for players who are very good at it. I hit one of the pentagrams, and now I go to the top. This is a 3-level table that scrolls, so that you always have your eye on the ball, as it were. This is in contrast with Naxat Pinball's earlier TurboGrafx release, Alien Crush, where the screen just snapped from level to level when the ball went to the top of the screen or the bottom, depending on what level you were, which created a much more jarring experience, at least I feel. But there is one thing that that Alien Crush and Devil's Crush here share. And that is that they do not give one single solitary fuck about realism. Like, there's creatures running around the board, there's these mages, little like fucking Dragon Quest slimes kinda in that tunnel on the upper left that you can kill for bonus points. Also, some of the bonuses, some of the bonus shoots will lead you to entirely different minigame tables where you have to try to destroy a certain enemy using your pinball. I mean, it's got a lot going on, but it never really feels busy, if that makes sense. I'm sure hardcore Devil's Crush players are like, what the fuck, man? You're playing horribly. And I agree. I fucking agree. I've never been good at pinball, which is funny since I enjoy it so damn much. But Devil's Crush, even among video game pinball games, is special. Oh, here we are. One of those special tape minigame tables. Basically, the idea is to try and destroy the enemy of the day. In this case, these three giant heads. I failed, but I do get bonus points at the very least. So maybe I get another chance, maybe I don't. But the one thing that I love, even on the Sega Genesis version, is the music. I mean, this is some of the most adrenaline-pumping shit. Like, I could easily see this this track here being used, say, in like a Doom type of game. Now we have the Black Knight over here. And the lady in the center of this middle board has undergone some changes. Oh, ball save. I like that. But like I was saying, the lady here has as I've put the ball in and gotten more bonuses into those chutes on the side, she's become much more reptilian. Now she's just a straight up fucking lizard. And we're done with this this game. Don't worry, we're gonna play a little more because, like I said, I love this fucking game. It's one of the best on the. It's really one of the best on any system it's on. And I just missed getting that last ball. Come on, let's go. Let's get on with it. I'm looking to get back in there. New game. I'm not entirely sure why there's a password system. I'm guessing if you get your passwords, you can keep progress with the bosses you've destroyed or something. I'll have to look that up. But really, I just play this as a pinball game. You know, I try to get some scores. I try to get try to get a little better at the tables. And that's really where the fun of this is. It's one of those things where I'm amazed we didn't see more often in video game pinball. Like, you had so many attempts at mimicking a real pinball table. Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies, Balls of Steel, Pro Pinball. Okay, and even pinball on the NES and on the 2600, Atari Pinball. They tried to present it very straight, like an actual like a table would. it was really only these Naxat games that I feel took advantage of the fact that this wasn't an actual pinball table. That you could really put whatever you wanted here because it's a video game. And you want to have alien eggs and skeletons and all that shit just running around in patterns that would have been way too expensive to maintain on an actual table. Fucking go for it, you know? I have this crazy lady's head that explodes into a lizard the more you hit the bonus chutes. Go for it, you know? Like, there's so much complexity and creativity going on in this one. And it's really sad that it was only Naxat that was doing these kind of games. Between Alien Crush, Jackie Crush, and this. Jackie Crush being the Super Nintendo game that would come after. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Damn. See, in this bonus, I'm trying to kill the mages. I've already got one of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one, because fucking ball just keeps going. Come on, give me a chance at the ball. Thank you. And now that we've killed the mages, it's time to deal with this fucking guy. And the attacks, while they can't damage the flippers, they can impede the ball path. So, you know, timing becomes very important if you want to destroy the fucking the monsters and get the highest scores. And here's our Lady Knight showing her leathery side a little bit. Obviously, I've played the TurboGrafx version of this game, Devil's Crush. And I do intend to pick it up at some point. It's just that it's a bit on the pricey side. Especially compared to Dragon's Fury over here. Funny thing is, as far as I can remember, an American pinball game was released for the Genesis under the name Dragon's Revenge, where they kind of tried to mimic Dragon's Fury here, but yeah, it was nowhere near as good as the original Naxat. Like, you could tell it wasn't really a game made by a pinball company per se. Well, I'm not saying Naxat is a pinball company. If I remember correctly, they're more known for their golf games in Japan, which not really a genre of video games I pay too much attention to. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's Neo Turf Masters, and that's about it. Fucking hell. Like before, the ball is affected by the enemies that are moving around. You can't have flippers on an actual table move like this. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, the creativity and imagination shown in the Naxat Pinball trilogy. Oh crap! I actually beat the stage, and with that I got an enormous bonus. And with that we go back in. Oh! Even more action. We got this crazy bastard. The imagery in this game is so damn trippy. Like, I'm sure at least one fucking artist for a metal album has played this game before getting to work. You know, the hellish imagery that was no doubt the focal point of the design, nailed perfectly. Like these weird eyes that act as the that bounce the fucking ball off. I mean, it's impressive just how much detail went into this. And remember, this is an early Genesis game, a port of a TurboGrafx 16 game, and is widely regarded as inferior to the TurboGrafx version. But taken on its own, it's fucking beautiful. I didn't do quite as well that time. But still, fair bit of, fair bit of fucking, of points. I mean, I can go on about this fucking game. Like, the amount of animation, the imagination. I mean, look at this, the fucking, look at the plunger. I mean, there's so much shit going on there. Again, no way you could do that with a real fucking pinball table. Like, Sega wasn't even this good at making a creative pinball game with Sonic some years later. Like, Sonic Spinball is shit. Yes, they had shitty Sonic games before Sega left the console market. Quite a few of them, actually, and I just lost that ball. Good bit of score. I'm not gonna get the kitty bumpers this time because I did too well on that first ball. It's a shame the music is so damn soft. I jammed up the volume quite a bit from normal, and even then it still sounds a bit on the soft side. I think that's just, I'm not sure if that's all games on the Mega SG, but I know this game, the music doesn't come off as strong, you know, volume-wise. I might have to tweak the SG a little more, see if I can get a result I'm happy with. But in either case, this is the sort of game anybody should get their hands on. It is, doesn't matter if it's on the Genesis or the TurboGrafx. You can't go wrong playing Devil's Crush / Dragon's Fury. It is a beautiful title. I'm gonna play one more because, yo, I got the bug, man. Anyway, since I'm playing on a, Jesus, that was worse than usual. That was worse than usual. You got another ball in. Like, you look at all the steam and shit at the plunger. Like, it really makes it look like it's this complex infernal mechanism that really sells the crazy unnatural vibe that this table brings. But like I was saying, since this is a cartridge, and a very old cartridge too, remember this is one of the earlier games on the system. Come on. Ah, shit. Basically, it requires semi-regular cleaning. If honestly, it, like most of my cartridges, require a cleaning every time I want to play them. What I like to do is I use either denatured or 91% alcohol. You don't want to use the 76% or whatever it is. But first, what I'll do is I'll put some Tarnex on it, on the connectors, rub that with a Q-tip. Tarnix is a very old and very effective solution for removing corrosion. You know, it's made for most metals, you know, gold, silver, that sort of thing, brass. And it doesn't make the sort of mess that Brasso does. Like the Brasso cream, I tried that once. I couldn't get over how messy it was. But Tarnix is being a much thinner liquid. It comes on and comes off a lot cleaner. Although I will say this, when you know Tarnix works, because when it does work, when it's cleaning off rust, it will smell horrible. It is one of the worst smells I've ever smelled in my entire life. And I remember a year or two back, when I first started cleaning out my cartridges, right? The amount of Tarnix I was using, and I didn't have gloves on because I didn't realize the effect. Like, my fingertips were getting all flaky, and it felt really sensitive. So, like for like a cartridge, 2 cartridges, 3 cartridges, you'll be fine. But if you're going to do a massive cleanup, like 10, 15 cartridges or more, I would definitely recommend you get like the cheap latex gloves. You know, if you're gonna be working on heavily corroded cartridges that you can't really just do a Q-tip. You're gonna need to rub with a microfiber cloth. You definitely want to use a latex glove, because that'll keep your fingertips from getting all fucked up. Little tip. But if you're doing like a small amount of cartridges, or like it's not so bad and you're using a Q-tip, you should be fine in most cases. Just something to think about when you're using Tarnix on a heavy job. And we got ourselves another... Oh, it's these guys again. Come on. Speaking of things that are surprising, I'm kind of surprised I've never heard about an attempt at an actual Devil's Crush table, at least in Japan. I figure someone would have at least tried it, considering the crazy shit they do on arcades over there. The fucking, the spanking machine and shit like that. But yeah, if somebody could capture this on a real table, yeah, I'd pay $1 for that. For a play of that. For now, though, I can safely say that this right here, legendary, absolutely legendary. If you're a Sega Genesis / TurboGrafx fan, if you're a Pinball fan, this is an absolute must to play. You know, this and Jackie Crush. I feel like you could skip Alien Crush. You could definitely skip Dragon's Revenge. That game ain't shit. But Devil's Crush and Jackie Crush, that's Naxat Pinball at its finest. And it's a shame they didn't make a lot more games after that. I know they did a 3D version of Alien Crush on the Wii, on the Wii download service. I could probably find the ROM of that and fucking play that on an emulator for the channel. Can't buy it anymore because, you know, the Wii eShop is gone. But considering how meh Alien Crush is, I doubt the 3D remake is going to be much better. And honestly, I'm surprised they didn't remake this fucking game. You know, this game deserves all the attention and more, quite frankly. Come on. Come on. Another. I'm trying to get it into that ramp on the right. You see the pink tentacle with the open mouth? That's where I'm trying to get it into. Oh, got it. Let's see what bonus stage we have. Oh, it's this fucking guy. Only it's with 2 sets of flippers instead of the 1. So it's an interesting variation. I'm not sure if it's easier or harder, honestly. Either way, it remains a very intense game of pinball. Come on. Shit! Well, I got a few points off of that. Let's have another one in there. Now we try to get it into the chutes to make Crazy Lizard Lady transform fully. Come on, damn. No, I need it to go into the pentagrams. Up. A little bonus collection. And a minigame. Oh, it's back to these guys. Come on. Oh! I probably should have tilted the fucking table. But I got a few more points out of the deal. Seriously, this is a beautiful game. It plays beautiful. You know, the controls are snappy. There's really no response lag at all. Like you hit the button that you assign to a flipper or to tilt, and you get that action. Damn. As you could probably guess, the big points, like the real big points, oh shit, are at the top level. See, look at the fucking the skull on the corner over there. How it follows the ball. That is such a fucking amazing, fun little detail. I mean, this is what video pinball should have been standard, straight up. And it's really a shame that only this and Jackie Crush really nailed this feel, you know? Jackie Crush being a more Japanese-themed game, and as a result, never being released in the West. Thankfully, that cartridge is pretty cheap, or at least it was when I got it a year or two ago. Another one I recommend anybody picking up, and I'll probably do for this channel. Come on, get in there! Nope, not happening. Now we have the plunger ready to take back. Come on, damn. Okay, we got the left kickback used. Come on. Excuse me, there's all sorts of little bonuses and stuff you can earn. Like the little plug at the bottom over there. You can earn that by going through the little tower. That's at the upper end of the lower level. That one. And there's just so much stuff to hit. You know, you could play this for a hell of a long time and not get bored. It is a great pinball. Oh, we got another level, and it's a dragon. We've got one head. Oh, it's one less. Boom. And we've killed the dragon. That's probably the easiest of the bonus stages, simply because you can get behind the dragon heads and hit it that way. But it's still a fair bit of challenge. And I'm not sure what the blue ball is about. Maybe better points, I don't know. Speaking of points. And we're back here again. I'm gonna figure this damn stage out one day. But it's not gonna be today, apparently. Come on. Come on. Some more. Oh! So close. And that's my last ball. Let's see if I can get this last chance. Probably not. Come on, hit it. Shit! Too quickly. And with that, we are done with Dragon's Fury / Devil's Crush, I'm sorry. What can I say? It is as close to video pinball perfection as was possible then, as close to perfection as is possible now, and anybody who's a fan of pinball really owes it to themselves to play this one. It is amazing. Anyway, I've had a wonderful time playing this here game. I'm tempted to just hit start again, quite frankly. It's that good. But, you know, the video has to end at some point. I'd like to thank you all for coming on by. I hope you've had as good a time as I have. Seriously, play this damn game. And God bless you.